Welcome back, guys, to another episode of The Masochist. Our objective today is to climb some ranks and crack open some packs. But before we begin, like the video, subscribe for more content like this. And with no further delay, let the masochism begin. Alright guys, so this is the first duel that we just had. For some reason, my recording software just didn't capture it. It was all like a black screen, so I guess it was something on here. But they ended up playing 3 in the back row, ended up playing evenly matched, summoning the Yugioh, grabbing a couple things that we're probably going to need by stacking our deck here a little bit. But other than that, we ended up just playing enemy controller face down and ending our turn, seeing what our opponent was going to do, and they actually ended up scooping. So it was a very quick and easy game. We ended up getting 1 legacy ticket out of it and a master pack that we're about to go open. But right before we do that, I do want to check our opponent's deck just to see what they were playing. So like I said, guys, my recording software just didn't pick up the actual video of it. So now I guess it's working. I don't know what happened, but they were playing Vanadium. We ended up beating them though through Vanadium. Like I said, it was a very short duel. It was like not even a minute. So I guess it wasn't even really worth obviously having, but at least it's proof, right? I just wanted to show you guys proof that we do deserve a master pack. So we're gonna go open that really quick and 1 legacy ticket. All right, guys, let's crack that first pack open. All right, no glowing. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't really mean anything sometimes, and most times anyways, the card is not generic enough for us. So first card we get here is an Allied Justice. Yeah, not a good card because Allied Justice is the worst archetype, right? Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin. Okay, I'm pretty sure, guys, we actually already have this card. It's a good card if we ever want to go down this line of warriors, which I don't think we have enough of, but regardless, it's a very good card. So this is the Deus Ex Crawler. We don't have a way to actually summon it. We would have to tribute for it, and I mean, it's worth tributing obviously, but maybe I'll have to check the deck and see if we have any crawler stuff. Abyss Scale of the Cetus, mermail stuff that we just aren't actually going to use. So let's go to the next card. Grave Squirmer. Yeah, not good, right? It's not worth playing obviously with its stats and stuff. So yeah, wow, a Cyber Dragon. It's cool if we had any more of the actual support for this. So maybe we'll end up opening the new master pack that came, the selection pack that came with it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see though. It's just a 1 copy of. We don't have X Saber, so the Saber Vault is no good for us. And the Infinite Track Harvester. We actually do have some of the machines, Earth Machine stuff. I don't know if we have any of the Infinite Track stuff, but the Infinity Track stuff is really good stuff that we can use, especially so we can just special summon and have a bunch of cards on the field. So overall, it's an all right pack. It's decent, I guess. A lot of misses, but let's go open that legacy ticket. Oh, I guess we have some remaining from the last time actually. So we have 3 packs to open instead of 1. So let's go ahead and open these. Hopefully something decent or something good, better than at least that master pack that we can actually utilize here in our deck. First card is the Card of Sacrifice. Okay, I don't think this is a good card whatsoever, so I'm probably not even going to put honestly any mind to it. World Suppression. This is kind of okay, but it's a little bit too specific. Yeah, field spells are obviously much more of a thing and much more of an importance nowadays, but I highly doubt if we ever get that card, we're not probably even going to play someone that's even using field spells. So okay, so I don't know if we can use this in our water deck, but it's a great card if we can. Oh, a Zodiac. Okay, Zodiac Ram. We don't have any Zodiac stuff to use, but it's a decent card because it's a level 4 and it's got 2000 defense. But I don't think we can actually utilize it in our deck, honestly, unless we start pulling more of that archetype. Grapple Blocker. Yeah, not a good enough floodgate to honestly consider playing, obviously, because they're just gonna punch over it, so what does it matter? And Paladin of the Cursed Dragon, a good card, I would say, if we just had a way to use its effect. If we got Zombie World or something like that, yeah, this would be crazy, but I don't think it's that good, honestly, so probably not something we'll play. I'll take a look to see what our zombie package even looks like, but overall everything was pretty much a miss. And we're back, guys. So we actually won the coin toss, and I decided for us to go first. Okay, our opponent has some sort of interaction that they can have before we even start. Probably a maxi or something, so that's kind of terrifying in itself. And our hand is not that good whatsoever. It really isn't. It's actually a pretty bad hand. So I kind of regret us going first, but it is what it is, right? So at least we have the Fedran in our hand. Probably not worth, honestly, setting up cursed armaments just to like bait him out. So we'll just end up passing. Like it was a mistake, honestly, going first, and I probably shouldn't have done it, but I wanted to switch things up just a tad bit, and now I highly regret it because like I forget that we just don't have the plays to be able to do anything. And if this is Sky Striker, it's actually gonna make me cry. Okay, well, they impermed our Fedran. That's not good whatsoever. Yeah, I have a feeling it might be, honestly. Okay, Live Twin. I don't really know what this deck does, to be honest. But if it's like Sprite Live Twin or something like that, we're not going to sit through this. I'd probably rather just scoop. Alright, that's fine. They're kind of weak monsters. At least right now. I think they do something like they burn me for like every card I set or something like that. Okay, yeah. We're not beating Sprite Live Twin, so we'll just move on to the next one. Alright, next duel underway. Obviously, our opponent won the coin toss, as they always do. We're going to go second here. It's LTG, so hopefully they're not playing something toxic right now. Two or three cards face down, or how are they ending this? Okay, I think this is the... I don't know what this is, to be honest, guys. Tribute to summon 2 tokens. That's perfectly fine, right? Because like they'll just probably link, well, they'll end their turn. Okay, they're not even gonna link off with that. That's kind of crazy in itself. Ooh, we can't obviously destroy them and like Yada lock them. So I think our best play here obviously is just to set up Fedran again, like our last turn, right? Yeah, we'll inflict actual like piercing damage. We might as well. Unless they have something. What, an imperm or something like that? Okay. That's fine. I mean, they don't have Eldritch, so it's not like it can do much. Yeah, obviously they'll stop us here for a little bit, but that's not going to be enough, honestly. We're just going to attack straight into their token. Do 1700. Honestly, feel like maybe we should... Yeah, we will, actually. We'll use the Meteorus. Bring it out. Destroy the other token. I think this here will... Yeah, they'll banish and get something out of it. So we're just gonna leave it, honestly, up. It's fine. And... I think that's pretty much it. There's not really much I want to go into. I definitely don't want to go into that. So we'll just end our turn and pass. Hopefully they don't draw into anything crazy. We can obviously Yada lock them, but if they have like Eldritch in their hand or have a way to get them out or whatever, then we kind of are screwed here. Other than the fact that we can Kaiser Glider over it and then like use cursed armaments. That would be the plan, right? I think this isn't a terrible position for us. Obviously, like once they start going and getting into the grind, yeah, we're gonna be in an uphill battle. Oh wow, okay, smashing ground. Honestly, I would rather... Yeah, I was gonna actually use the effect, but I would rather honestly just let the Meteorus get destroyed. It's fine. Okay. Or honestly, I'm just gonna change their attack position and save our Fedran. Right now, it's a little bit too crucial. Fedran is too crucial right now, especially if they start playing stuff in defense, like face down or stuff. We can at least have piercing, so I don't want to give him the option to even destroy that. Like right now we kind of need Fedran, so yeah, probably the better option is to just keep it. But 2 smashing grounds back to back is crazy. We kind of need that in our hand right now as well, so that we can deal with the Eldritch. Ooh, okay, so they are actually going to deal some decent damage here to us. Obviously they take no battle damage from this. Okay, or they might start link climbing then. That's not good whatsoever. Okay, they're just going for damage. All right, well, at least we'll live, so we're not in a terrible position, I would say. But yeah, I would probably prefer to, like, have obviously Fedran out there so that we can Kaiser Glider, like... with another card. Okay, so maybe it's worth getting the Mana Core if we survive here. Yeah, we'll set up the Fedran. Fedran effect doesn't matter because we're not going to use it. We'll just go to battle. We'll just get rid of all of this stuff. So let's go ahead and destroy the Link Spider. Yeah, that's fine. We'll use Kaiser Glider. Fortunately, have to tribute our Fedran, but like we don't have another monster to really do anything with. It's fine, and we'll just go ahead and destroy the Rockstone Warrior. And from here, we don't have much we can do. Like I said, I'm not going to set this just to fake them out. We're in a decent game state right now, so as long as they don't draw anything, we're going to Yada lock them. That's personally what I feel like we should do. If they don't draw anything crazy right now, right? If it's like a set one and pass or something, or they just like... Okay, well, obviously they're going to do something here. Okay, or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, there's Scoop. Okay, that's fine with me. We were going to Yada lock him anyways, as devious as Yada lock is. So let's go see how many legacy tickets we get. And we got 3 tickets. All right, cool. Let's go open these guys. All right, let's open this well-deserved master pack. Okay, this time it is glowing. Let's honestly hope it's way better than that last one, because that last one was just terrible. Speedroid Malicious Magnet. Okay. Yeah, not something we're gonna use. Okay, Vampire Duke. I don't think we have enough vampire stuff to like justify using this card. It's level 5, so it's not terrible. Yusinju Sword Sting. Yeah, we don't have any Yusinju stuff, so that's also a pass. This is a pretty decent card, actually. If we end up wanting to use like Performa Pals, Pendulum, well, it's any Pendulum actually, so maybe something we might consider using. I don't know. Okay, Fenrir Sword. It's an alright card. I don't know if we'll end up like using something like this. I know we have the like horse for it, but who knows, right? Okay, Flip is not honestly gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna be using that. Necro Valley would be crazy. Ooh, Super Heavy Samurai though is actually something that I like. Yeah, this is probably something I'm gonna be building in the background, especially since we have the Masuraru, so... Yeah, that's actually a good pull. And Mythical Beastery. So I don't think we have many spell counter cards, but regardless, it's a pretty decent card overall. Just something I don't think we can use, unfortunately. So yeah, overall though, not a bad pack though, especially with the Super Heavy Samurai guys. So let's go open those legacy tickets. All right, 3 tickets. And one of them is glowing. Although with these here, with only it being like 2 cards... It doesn't really mean anything on these. Yeah, that right there is terrible. And that's also terrible. So let's move on to the next pack. All right. Gust. It's not terrible. It's removal. And Compulsory Evacuation Device is amazing. That's instantaneously going into the deck. Holy hell, that's a good card. That is a great card, actually. Like, that's a really good removal card. Okay, Flute of the Summoning Dragon. We already have one of these and kind of can't do anything with it. And I told you that glowing does nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's terrible. That second effect just makes this card absolutely terrible. So we're going to go add Compulsory into the deck and then on to the next duel. So we made a couple changes here to our deck. We added quite a few new cards and took away some that just didn't make no sense anymore. So I ended up replacing the Guardian Slime with the Divine Serpent Ge. You guys told me in the comments that it's actually a really, really good card and it's pretty broken. So I ended up adding in there, even though I don't kind of understand how it works. I guess we'll figure it out once we get in game with it. Dark Grepher was added, so we can just pitch something like Chaos Switch and instantly get synchros out of it, like a level 8 or something. I also added the this Metaphys package that was pretty crazy. So this here, once it inflicts battle damage, would allow us to special summon a level 5 or higher, which coincidentally, the Tyrant Dragon is a level 8, and this is a tuner, level 4. You know what that means. We'll be able to summon our, Super Heavy Samurai Synchro card. I ended up putting also Compulsory into the deck, but other than that, that's pretty much all the changes I made. So let's get right back into the duels. All right, once again, we won the coin toss. Decided for us to go second. It's a decent hand, actually, this time. We have Metaphys Ragnarok, which we like to see. So we'll see what happens here, what our opponent ends up, you know, doing in their turn, and maybe we might be able to go into Matsuraru. We'll see though, right? We first have to see what they play. All right, that's not terrible. They played an attack position. We can definitely attack over that. So we just have to deal damage, right? Doesn't say directly, so we're just gonna go ahead and Metaphys Ragnarok. Attack. Go ahead and use the effect. Bring out the Tyrant Dragon. That's why I said I wanted to put this package in here, right? Because now we can do 2900. Go into main phase 2. Synchro summon into Matsuraru. Start doing some real damage. There, we love to see it, guys. We love to see when our interaction actually works out. Cool. So that right there is an actual engine to turbo this card out if we ever draw it, right? So if we ever end up getting more of these Ragnaroks, I'm all for it, guys. I'm all for it. I'd rather have 3 of those than honestly 3 Doriados at this point, because we can't even search it out since it's light. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna end this duel anyways here, so we're gonna go in here and end this duel anyways. We have Yatsugaratsu, which we can lock them if we want to, but I don't think we should. We're just gonna go ahead and destroy their card and then just attack them directly. A Yato lock is not necessary, honestly, and it would just draw this duel out. We want to go open a pack anyway, so hey, that's a great way to end the duel and a great way to show you guys what I meant when I said I had that engine there to turbo this card out. So yeah, we got 2 legacy tickets and Spike Snail, which is obviously garbage. So yeah, let's go open that pack. All right, guys, let's open this pack up. That's fine, you know. No glowing on it. Kind of sucks, but the packs today have been kind of lackluster. It's a nice synchro card. It's a, you know, big beater, but I don't know if it's something we'll probably put in there. Jack Jaguar is really good. We just need more Salamangreat stuff to be able to actually use it, but that's a good card though overall. Zodiac Gathering, which we don't have any we can really use. Ghost Trick Skeleton. We don't have enough Ghost Trick cards to start committing into that archetype. This card is just awful. I don't know why we saw it again. Sylvian Snapdragon something. Drasinagan. Probably not worth committing in our deck. Speedroid Horse Stilts. I don't know if we have any Speedroid stuff, but I'll take a look. If we have a way to synchro into it, this would be nice. And Chronomaly. Two-Spell Rocket. It's an alright card. Probably not worth playing though, unfortunately, because it's just not something that we can really use. So yeah, overall, another lackluster pack, guys. Alright. Well, there's a glowing one on this legacy ticket. Let's go see if this one here has anything. Insect Barrier. That's terrible. And Coach Goblin, which is another pretty terrible card, I must say. So, yep. Ignore that pack completely. And go to the next one. Dragon Piper. Yep, not good. And Shard of Greed. It's not a terrible card though, right? Because we could potentially like get counters on this and then draw cards. So maybe something we consider honestly using. That's probably the best card we got out of those the pack and these 2 legacy packs. But overall, again, a lot of misses. So on to the next duel. All right, guys, and we're back. So we might be playing against Dark Magician. I'm just saying, based on the mate, we did end up winning the coin toss today on this one, and we've been winning a lot of coin tosses today, but I don't know. I just don't want to honestly go first again, especially after that Sprite match. Okay, or we're playing Branded. That's fine, I guess. I guess we'll find out what this Divine Serpent actually does. I know that if they attack us, or if a monster we control is destroyed, we pay half our life points and summon this. So yeah, that's probably something we'll end up using. But the problem here is that, you know, once they get out Mirror Jade, it non-banished target, like it non-target banishes our card. So Serpent is actually not going to do too well for us here. And we don't really have serious plays, I'm going to be honest. So like, depending on what we draw, I don't know how longer we're going to actually stick out this one. I might honestly... I feel like scooping, but I'm gonna wait for our draw at least. Okay, so it's now the Dark Magician. That's great. It's not like we have Harpy's Feather Duster anyways, but that's still crazy. Yeah, not much we can really do, honestly, though. Now they can actually play on our turn here with Cartesia, and obviously they're just going to fuse into Grand Granule, so we are not in a good position, I'll say that. But Compulsory is strong, so we'll see. We'll end up honestly waiting it out here. Yeah, Tiger Mongu is the play, right? Tiger Mongu is the play, and there's not really much we can do. Obviously, they're just going to chain over it, so let's go ahead and set one down. Summon the Tiger Mongu. I guess we can just go straight into battle, though. Or we just use the effect, yeah. We're just going to use the effect. Force them to use their Cartesia, because regardless, if we go into battle, they can still use it, and they're going to use it anyway, so it's fine. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more than 500 right now, and I wish we had our Cursed Armaments in our hand. Like, we always seem to draw that card, and right now we need it most, but unfortunately, we do not have it. So we're kind of stuck here. We know they're going to have two pretty decent beaters on the board. Yeah, here's Grand Granule. At least it's in defense position, right? So we do have Compulsory. I'm not sure which one would be the better one to honestly use it on. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the fact that Branded Lost is just going to get them another Albaz on a field, and I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to use the Beast one, honestly. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, on their turn, this is going to be bad. See, look at the card advantage they have over us. There's really not much we can do, so yeah, we'll end up passing and then hoping they kind of clear their own board, and then we Compulsory. But, I mean, now they have Cartesia in their hand, so yeah. We are not in a good position whatsoever. And they can keep special summoning that, too. So maybe we dump, honestly, the Keldo? Okay, Illusion of Chaos. I'm fighting as hard as I can on this one, guys, but I don't see how we honestly like overcome this. For the simple fact that they're just gonna fuse with us, and well, they're just gonna have way more monsters anyways on the field. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, here comes Cartesia. That's fine. We don't even want to bounce it back to their hand. It does literally nothing, right? I guess the one card we could bounce back is, you know, their Dark Magician. Okay, or they're just going to fuse right now. We'll probably end up bouncing back whatever they end up fusing into, and just letting our card get destroyed so we can use the Serpent. But yeah, honestly, the best one that we can, unless they obviously bring out Mirror Jade or something, then we're kind of screwed, right? And a non-target banish, it is so strong, especially because we're going to be playing basically just one monster at a time. Yeah. Okay, well, this is going to be heavy on us. I mean, I guess right now we're not too bad, right? When they go straight into battle, depending on what they turn into, honestly, like, attack us, right? But it's not a terrible, terrible board for us to get over, but I just don't see how we have the... Okay, well, it's getting bad now, I'm not gonna lie. It's getting even worse. Yeah, that's fine. Don't want to just use Compulsory like that. Like, I don't want to just jump right into it. It's the only form of removal we have right now. Okay, so they can send up 2 spell traps from their graveyard. Okay, alright, well, their hand is just gonna be stacked. Yeah, that's fine. And if it's Eternal Soul, I mean, we really don't have that. At least they don't have the circle, though. Alright, that's fine, too. It's not like we can do much anyways. Oh, there it is. There's the circle, guys. So they do have Dark Magician already in their graveyard. Well, the good thing is that obviously our Serpent, like, stops them from being able to banish this because it has to target. But still, though, this is gonna be brutal. Like, yeah, they're gonna go into attack. That's fine. Mongu's gonna get destroyed, but it is what it is. We do actually need it destroyed. Nope, go ahead and destroy it. Alright, let's see what Divine Serpent actually does. We're gonna put it in attack position. I guess the best play we can do is... Okay, well, they won't attack. That's fine. They can't obviously out it now, so that's really good for us, but it still doesn't fix the situation. That's cool. So they don't have Eternal Soul back there. What is it then? It could be an Imperm maybe? Because if it is, then we still are protected. Though our only form of removal would be to just... Okay, or the fuse away. We could actually remove this. This is to be the time to do it. Oh, okay, or not. Oh, because it can't be targeted, right? And I'm actually targeting myself. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. You're gonna see our hand full of monster, my guy. We do not have no more traps. So I guess we're just gonna be able to attack over the card. Is that what I understand? Okay, that's a monster, my guy. So you're not gonna be able to do much to us right now. Although I feel like we should get the Keldo out. Just for the simple fact that, right, when they do anything, we're not gonna let them use Eternal Soul, like, whatsoever. Let's go ahead and... Let me read this really quick, guys, so I know what I'm doing here. So we're gonna go into attack. During damage step, this should actually reduce it. Well, we should get the attack, and this should reduce it. Yep. Go ahead and give us its original attack, and we negate it and destroy it. We punched him directly. Okay, so they're gonna try to bring that out. Okay. Yeah, we're not letting them do that whatsoever. And we're also going to get rid of their Albaz. And honestly, I feel like we need our compulsory back, so... I mean, for now, that's a really powerful card. I'm glad you guys told me to put that in the deck, because that's crazy, actually. So that pretty much negates Eternal Soul. They have to special summon... Okay, well, I guess they could special summon that one. I didn't even think about this one being Dark Magician, too. It's not like we can attack again, and there's nothing we can really do, so we'll just sit it out. I mean, the fact that we got eradicated, like the Eradicator virus, is kind of crazy. Especially in this Dark Magician branded deck. Like, what else are they playing in here? Although, that can change in a second. Yeah. Right there. That would be it. That's a non-target fusion. See, that's what I was talking about. That would happen. That eventually they would just play the Albaz, and we would have no way out it, especially if they play Sprint, which I'm sure they do. Oh, or they could play Storm and Venom. That works too. Ah, the fact that it's a dark. Okay, well, there was really nothing we could do there, so we're not even gonna let this guy get the satisfaction of being able to beat us. But overall, that is a great card, guys. So we're gonna be playing it and go on to the next duel. All right, and we're back, guys. So they obviously win the coin toss. They're gonna go first, and they're probably playing Tearlaments. I have a suspicion they are, maybe based on their card sleeves and that gigantic main deck they're playing. Okay, or not. They're just playing some random pile. It is what it is, though. That's kind of crazy to throw that one out, though, right? I guess we can Smashing Ground whatever they bring out at the very least. Hopefully it's not too crazy of a board that we can't get over. We do have Victoria in our hand, and we can actually grab their monster. So, hey, I'm not saying we have a winning chance, but we can beat over Alternative Dragon, no problem, and then get obviously their Chaos Max, and we'll go from there, right? I like to see that, guys. All right, can we OTK? I don't think so, but we can definitely Smashing Ground, destroy that, get Meteorus out, right? I'm about to see. Maybe. I don't think we can, though. Meteorus comes out. We're going to do a lot of damage, though. I'm telling you guys right now. We're going to use the effect. Oh, I guess we can't grab the ritual card, but we can grab the alternative white dragon. That's almost game, though. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go for it. If we had like something like Barone or something like that, it would be crazy. We're going to set enemy controller face down. And we'll end our turn. It's a strong first turn. Obviously, we end up keeping this, and then we can keep it for as long as Victoria is on the field. Whatever they bring out, we'll obviously like tribute one of these and like grab enemy controller, and hopefully that does enough for us to like win the game. They have another alternative dragon. That's crazy. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see if they use their effect. They are. Okay. That's fine. Because we're just gonna tribute obviously the Meteorus to grab their card. Although what they might have in their hand might be a little bit like scary, right? Because they actually have some sort of interaction here. Maybe we acted too fast, who knows, right? I mean, they're gonna destroy their card regardless, and we can get it back next turn if Victoria ends up staying on the field. Okay, that's perfectly fine too. That's gonna be hard out though, because they can just destroy the card and then bounce. Well, they can bounce it back and destroy a card. So, yeah. Honestly, how they're gonna do this is, I would hope they would actually bounce back this card. Perfectly fine. Well, I had a suspicion they were gonna actually do that. So this has now put us in a very tough, like, losing position here. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Well, that's a pretty good card, guys. That is a pretty good card. We can have him commit. Have him commit, and then we can end up using Torrential. I think that would be the best play, actually, is to have him commit, then we can use Torrential, and then we see what happens from there. But obviously, they have some big beaters that's going to be hard to get over them. We actually could destroy K. Okay, so here comes alternative. Not much we can do here, other than the fact they're going to use the effect. So, yeah, we're just going to have to honestly play this like this. Yeah, it's going to destroy our card too, right? And depending on what we draw next, I mean, this could be an event. We're in a bad position regardless, right? But like, if we let them use their effect right now, they're still going to destroy the card anyways. Okay. Well, it's not like we had a choice there, because they were going to destroy the Lily anyways. It's not like they'll let us obviously grab like Manicore. Although this is a good card. If we use it right now, they just end up getting Jet Dragon. But we kind of need to. Just so that we don't actually lose, right? But I mean, well, we're going to lose regardless, but Jet Dragon's still going to come out. They'll still end up doing 3,000 damage, but I hopefully they just don't, like, beat us next turn. I honestly don't know how I could have honestly dueled this better. I mean, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything. This would at least... We're not going to be able to grab that card back anyway, so... This isn't going to do anything for us. Okay, well, they'll get a draw one. That sucks. Like, at this point, though, we're just kind of just setting up a barrier. Yeah, we got him a draw one, and that's pretty much all we got, honestly. Yeah, our plays are very limited here, though, guys. I honestly don't see how we could potentially... Like, how we could have honestly won that, right? I mean, well, maybe if we just... yeah, I don't know, honestly. I don't see how we could have. Maybe if we use enemy controller differently. Okay, well, that sucks. Maybe I should have left it in attack position. Regardless, they were going to attack over it. The next draw better be, like, legit, or this is going to go downhill very... Well, this is going to be over next turn anyways. I don't think we can obviously deal 1200, and yeah, that's nothing here that we can do. On to the next one. All right, and we're back, guys. You guys already know the drill. Opponent's gonna go first. Man, that last one was hurtful, guys, because I felt like with Victoria we could have honestly like made a real good play there. I mean, well, we could have possibly won, but I don't know. I just feel like potentially no. Like I don't. Maybe there wasn't a way for us to like win that one. It really did feel like we were almost gonna OTK them, but oh, it was such a disheartening defeat, guys. I had a feeling like it was gonna go our way. Hopefully this one does. Our opponent seems to be lagging, so okay, yeah, there we go. I mean, we'll take those, right? We definitely take those. Their connection failed 100% though. What we get? 1 legacy ticket, tentacle plant, which is terrible, and yeah, this one's pretty bad itself too. But you know, this is a classic card, so let's go open that pack. Oh, we got 2 legacy tickets. Let's go open those, guys. Just in case anybody wanted to see maybe what they were playing a pendulum pile, some sort of pendulum magician deck. We got a lot of, you know, royal finishes in this one, so I'm glad we honestly beat them, because there was no way we were going to win over this one. All right, let's crack another pack. Okay, we like to see the glowing stuff. You know, it gets us excited for potentially something nice out of this one, although none of them seem to actually have it once you open the pack, as always. Contain! Yeah, very cool if we end up... We do have a Rescue Ace monster, like 1, but I don't know if it's worth playing for just that 1 card alone. This is a good card, though. Yeah, this is a good card. Although I don't know if that's also worth playing. Okay. Ice Jade, Kingfisher. So if we had a way to, like, special summon this or something, this is a good card. Unfortunately, we do not have, honestly, like... I don't know. I'll have to see if maybe this is something we can play. It definitely will go in like the water deck, but it's a good card nonetheless, right? Yeah. Incantation is not something we can use, unfortunately. Elbor's the Sacred Lands of Smorg. It's a decent field spell, but we just don't have enough wind support for it. Mischief of the Gnomes. This would be a decent card, honestly. I'll have to think about it. It's not a bad card, but yeah, drawing it and you have like nothing but level 10s and stuff, that's not going to help whatsoever. Dino Wrestler Marshall Anga. So this is actually a pretty good card because of the simple fact that it can be special summon and potentially something that we can synchro into it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe though. 2 level 8s, we do not have enough to be able to use something like this, but you know, this is a good card, but we're probably going to hold off on it until we get like more support for that, right? Overall, decent pack though, I must say. All right, let's go open some legacy tickets. All right, let's crack open these legacy packs. Yep, no glowing on this one this time. All right. All right, so Jin, Curse Chanter of the Rituals. All this ritual support, guys, and no actual cards that we can ritual summon. And Sage of the Silence. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle. Okay, another Floodgate type of like card, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth putting in the deck, but it's a nice card. It's got a nice effect. Okay, very weird card. Reminds me of like Sylvanas or something. And the Opti-Camouflage Armor. Okay, that right there makes this terrible because the only 1 level 1 monster we're going to use this is going to be like the Drillfish, and it can already attack directly. So probably not something we'll end up using, but overall not terrible, honestly. Let's get right into the next one. Man, what is with our luck, guys? We keep winning the coin tosses, and I keep throwing it back to the game. Like, no, I'm not going first. I don't know why they want us to go first, but it's just something I don't want to do, honestly. Like, it's also not the Metaphyse card that I want to see. Oh, come on. All right, well, at least we have Special Hurricane, so we can hope that our opponent doesn't set up like too crazy of a board and we just wipe it. We could probably dump something here. I don't know. We'll end up waiting and seeing what they do, right? But heroes, guys, once they start going and with no interruptions, because we don't have any, this is going to be very hard to overcome. Yeah, we do end up using Congrate though, so that's nice in itself. As long as Congrate doesn't get destroyed and allows us to be flipped over, right? Yeah, that's not a terrible, honestly, start though. I mean, we do have, like I said, Congrate, and we do have Special Hurricane. Unfortunately, yeah, we'll end up destroying our card, but depending on what they set up as a board, maybe we won't need it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see though. I mean, they're already down to 4,000 life points, so we don't have much to punch over, like, but we still have quite a crazy, like, combo deck here in front of us, so. Okay. So they kind of do seem like they know what they're doing with heroes. So the only thing we can hope is that Congrate honestly comes clutch, and if it doesn't, we have the Special Hurricane as a backup plan, but this is going to be a tough one for us, an extremely tough one. All right, so they went into the Cross Crusader. They did get the polymerization in their hand, which is a card I would love to honestly pull. Like, if we could pull that, that would be amazing. But I don't really know the deck like that to know what exactly they're going into. Okay, so they'll go into DPE, it looks like. Sucks because they'll end up destroying our card before it's flipped up, and Congrate is now just a useless body on the board, but it's fine, right? Because we have Special Hurricane. Although they will be able to protect DPE off of Special Hurricane. Alright, so our opponent's just comboing off like crazy. Not really much we can unfortunately do, like, other than just let them just combo off, right? But if they don't use DP's effect, then we have some sort of play. At least, you know, 3 forms or 2 forms of removal in this case. But it's gonna be hard, guys. It really is. One-time passcode is not that good because it comes in defense position. So yeah, that's not gonna do us any favors whatsoever. Yeah, they get polymerization back, which is not once per turn. And they just end up fusing away. They just can keep comboing for days. So I'm gonna let them combo. Once their, you know, turn is completed, then we'll come back and then we'll see where we go from there, right? Alright, so I'm back, guys. I see that they definitely use DP's effect, although that is kind of... It sucks for us, right? And they can obviously protect it next turn because they'll just end up destroying it anyways. It gives us a way to be able to do something, though. So we're going to end up destroying this entire field and then see where we go from there. But it's going to be tough, guys. It really is. DP is probably going to be, like, impossible for us to out. If we had a way to banish it, that would be amazing. Or, like, if we had Keldo, then we would just put it back in the deck. And, I mean, they could get it out next turn now. So... yeah, it's gonna be tough regardless. I don't see how we overcome this, but I do wanna hit him with a Special Hurricane regardless. If they have a way to negate it though, it is what it is. We'll just end up scooping and leaving. So, or we have evenly matched. Actually, not a terrible position here. So we're gonna go straight into battle. It's an incredible draw, honestly, that we get evenly. So we're just gonna. We're gonna have to use it anyways because we don't have an option, right? So we're gonna see what they end up like. Yeah, I mean, we knew that they were gonna do that, so that's gonna destroy our evenly. Okay. I mean, that ends up still destroying. Okay, whatever. I mean, we're gonna do some sort of damage to their plays anyways. They still have to banish cards off the field, so whatever they keep now, we're just gonna Special Hurricane, and I hope that makes them scoop. Honestly, do. That was insane, guys. Obviously, I'm gonna play the time code, the like token, and that's pretty much our entire turn. But we just the amount of cards they just committed and lost is insane. I honestly don't even know why they used the effect like that. Okay, that's perfectly fine. There's not much we can do anyways, but they're only down to 2,000, so it's not an impossible way to, like... Winning isn't impossible, but it's gonna be damn hard, I will say that. I mean, we do have Raffion, which will allow us to do damage equal to one of their cards. So that would be the only way for us to win this, is if they get Dark Claw and then we just attack and then... Okay, well, that's what I meant, you know, Dark Claw. We attack over it and then we call it, right? If they just end their turn like this, this ain't bad for us. Oh, okay. We do have a way to win this, actually. We have an actual way to win this. I'm kind of like dumbfounded that we were able to do something like this. So we'll just go straight into battle. Attack the Dark Claw. Go into main phase 2. Use its effect. And you have yourself a good day, sir. We're going to go open that master pack, guys. I cannot believe we ended up being, honestly, heroes when they just fully comboed off with DPE and all of that nonsense. But somehow we came out on top, guys. Let's go see how many legacy tickets, if we get any out of this one. That is a rank up. Can't believe it's a rank up. Let's see if we get any legacy tickets. We get one well-deserved legacy ticket. We got Ice Water, which is trash, and Boulder Tortoise, which we have a million copies of. Let's go open that pack. All right, guys, let's crack open this pack. This is probably the most well-deserved, like, well-earned pack, honestly, we've gotten this episode. It's insane how we just overcame heroes like that. All right, what's the first card? Ancient Warriors. It's not terrible. I think we actually have some Ancient Warriors stuff, so I'm actually gonna take a look, because this is probably worth, honestly, putting in the deck, especially since we can, you know, special summon it. Reaper of Prophecy. So this is some sort of spellbook card. I've never seen this card before. I don't even think it comes in the structure deck, but we don't have any spellbook stuff. But regardless, really cool looking card. Reptilian Viper. All right, well, we don't have reptile stuff like that. It's a cute looking card, but unfortunately not something we can use right now. But it's a great card if we can get some more reptile support. I'm going to take a look. I know we have some sort of Valkyrie stuff in our deck. I don't know if we have the Sanctuary in the Sky or not, but this might be something we can play. I'm going to have to, like I said, take a look. All right. They're trolling us here with the hero stuff. We don't have Polymerization, unfortunately. If we did, we would obviously play it, but we do not have any of that type of stuff, unfortunately, right now. Maybe I'm going to take a look. We do have quite a bit of the Blackwing stuff, but I know a lot of it says it can't be special summoned and doesn't help. Another card that is for fusion and polymerization, and we just don't have it, unfortunately. And a field spell. Fire Fortress atop a Liang Peak. So this is probably nothing we can use. The amount of counters we're going to need to actually make this playable is too insane for us to even like consider playing, but maybe something we end up using if we pull up any more of this Fire Fist stuff. Regardless, it's a good pack though, I must say, like for future support, but it is a good pack. All right, let's go open those legacy tickets. And by legacy tickets, I meant the one and only ticket we have. It is glowing though, so potentially that could be something. Potentially it cannot. Tyrant's Tummy Ache, okay. The fact that you need to have 3 or more cards in your hand, and if not, you get to destroy it, makes it honestly unplayable. And Taunt. Okay, that's not a good card, honestly, because the simple fact that, I mean, they could just blow it. There's so many different ways to like play around that it's not worth honestly putting in the deck. So this one was honestly a terrible pack, so we're gonna go right into the next one. All right, and we're back, guys. So we ended up winning the coin toss again. I'm still deciding for us to go second. Okay, we're playing Blue Eyes. It's gonna be interesting, right? Because if they set up Max Dragon, the Chaos Max Dragon, then we don't really have a way to remove it like that other than compulsory. So I can't, because it has to be targeted. So we actually do not have a way to remove it, to be honest. Yeah. So we're kind of in a terrible position. Okay, so they're going to resummon back the Blue Eyes. I mean, we don't really have plays like that either, though. Unfortunate as it is, we just don't. Okay, so they're going to Synchro Summon into the Spirit Dragon. Well, we have one form of removal in, like, compulsory, and we also have the Drillfish, which is nice, but it'll only last a turn, right? So maybe we should just Drillfish and then go into Kaiser Glider. Synchro Rumble, okay. They're gonna go into a level 10, is that what they're doing? Interesting what's going on right now, right? Or are they just ending their turn like this? Okay, it's not terrible to deal with. We're gonna use Cyclone right now because it's the only time we're actually gonna have, like, we're only chance we're gonna have to use Cyclone. So let's go ahead and use Cyclone, destroy whatever they have in their back row. All right, so that was actually a good card to get rid of. Other than that, though, all we can really do is set up Drillfish. Okay, they have something they can interact with, but we're gonna go straight into the battle phase. We're gonna attack over them. Oh, so with Dictator D, it will force us to attack their card, huh? Well, that really sucks. So we can't actually do anything to it. Other than... we could take the 2900, but there's no point in doing that. So we're just gonna tribute over our Drillfish. Stop the attack. And it's not once per turn either, so... yeah, again... it's just terrible positioning, right? Like, this doesn't help us whatsoever. So we're not gonna be able to do any damage to them. Unfortunate. So we're just gonna, you know, put compulsory face down and end our turn. That's all we can literally do. We're gonna compulse the Spirit Dragon back and pretty much everything. Like, there's really our plays are very limited here. Yeah, I'm going to toggle on and do this early just to get rid of it. But they're probably going to bring out, you know, Blue Eyes anyway, so it's not going to do much for us. Yeah, they're just going to synchro it off and that's pretty much it at that point. All right, yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything here with Blue Eyes, so we're just going on to the next one. All right, and we're back. So we won the coin toss, but I decided for us to go second. And with a hand like this, honestly glad I did, because this is brutal, right? Might be time here to, like, maybe revisit deck and potentially add a couple more magic or spells or like spell or trap cards or something, because seeing this many monsters and the only play we really have is going into Doriado and then stacking our deck with more monsters is probably not the right move, right? So maybe something we revisit here. Okay, one face down though is... we like to see that, right? One face down is what we like to see. Let's hope we draw into something, right? Something decent. Curse Armaments is decent, though. But we don't have plays like that, unfortunately. Well, this would be 8. Okay, we can go into 8. We can go into 6, though, right? Go into 6, go into the Riser, and then we pretty much have them locked. So, you know what? We'll do that. We'll pitch the Lily... because we can actually use Magical Hound from the graveyard, so it's fine if it, you know, just use it here just to go into a ranks, a level 6. That's probably not worth, like, this is probably not worth going into, although this does give us a draw. But I think the Floodgate is honestly the safer play for us, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Go into Riser. Riser will now go into battle, and let's check out what they have face down. Okay, so they actually have kind of a decent, like, deck if they end up going into that route. Like, if this is Synchro, which that's what it looks like, then we are going to be in a tough position, right? Now, Riser was the right play in terms of that they're not going to be able to attack, and their, you know, stronger monsters won't be able to use their effect, but eventually they'll punch over it, so... Alright, Junk Converter is going to pitch a card. Okay, and there's Jet Synchron. Once this deck starts going, though, it's going to be practically impossible for us to really do anything here. Yeah, we're going to use Congrate. Maybe they have something like Max C or something like that. Okay, or not. Hopefully Congrate lasts. Congrate's kind of an okay card. Something maybe I'm considering removing just for the simple fact that it has to be, you know, flip face up, and if they remove it anyway where it does it, it's just a, you know, a wall that doesn't really nothing. It's there just to eat space in the deck. So I've been considering getting rid of it, although it is nice if we're able to resolve it, right? When it resolves, it's a great card. All right, Junk Speeder. Junk Speeder can use its effect. Okay, that's unfortunate. Now they're just gonna synchro climb is, you know, all day really. So That's what I said. Like, once this deck starts going, it really starts going. So unless we draw into something like evenly matched, we're kind of screwed here. Special Hurricane would do it too, actually. So it's not all like bad, right? All right, so they're gonna draw a card. Their hand is still full, and we unfortunately don't have much. Like, Riser isn't actually gonna be able to do much. Obviously, like, going into Charge Warrior, like going first would have been nice, but you know, they're just gonna set up a crazy board. Yeah, Stardust can't use his effect, but it doesn't matter, right? At the very least, they're gonna have to attack Congrate, and then we'll do something if that's the route they go. But we're just gonna let them combo off, and then I'll come back to you guys. All right, so they chose to go into Crimson Dragon, which actually can use his effect because it has no attack. Potentially that we could get like Calamity locked, which is fine. So the problem here is that Riser actually will conflict with our Congrate. So if Congrate survives, our best bet is to crash Riser before we like use the effect to Congrate, or we just commentate and they end up scooping. Kind of crazy, right? Because like we were actually stuck ourselves. I don't know if we really had any plays other than drawing some form of removals, but hey, we take those victories. We get 2 legacy tickets and a master pack, so let's get right into those. All right, 1 master pack. Okay, no glows, that's fine. Honestly, it was a bizarre victory in itself, so it's more than fine, right? Snow Dust Giant, 2 level 4 water monsters, which will go into the water deck, which honestly I'm considering playing. Rika Petal. I don't think we have many Rika cards to begin with, but it's nice that we're getting some cards from that archetype. Fortune Lady Dark. Probably not, honestly. It's 2,000, but we had the tribute for it, so it's probably not worth playing, to be honest. Worm Rock You. Yeah, this is a terrible card, actually, because we're gonna have to flip it. Yeah, it's a terrible card. We're not putting that in the deck. Fire Formation Tensin. It's an okay card, but a little bit too slow for us to be putting in our deck. Nice if we able to get more TG support. Number Wall. Okay, we don't control any number monsters, so another dead card. And Cybernova Dragon, though. This is a decent card, to be honest. So this would be nice, like I said, if we get more support. We're actually getting a little bit decent support of like Cybernova, the Cyber Dragon stuff, but overall, this is pretty lackluster pack. But I mean, the victory itself was kind of bizarre, so it's fine to get a bizarre pack. Let's go open those legacy tickets. All right, we got 2 packs. Let's hope that they're better off than that, than that master pack, because that one was weird. Synchro Strike. Yeah, not honestly good. Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master. Yeah, no. Not putting that in the deck. We've been getting just awful packs. Performa Pal Thunder Rhino. Not a good card, honestly. And yeah, that's also not a good card. So overall, we're gonna have to go and duel some more to get some better cards, guys. So let's go right into that. And we're back, guys. We won the coin toss. Decided for us to go second. Our hand is, not gonna lie, it's not good. Mask of Brutality is nice. Obviously, we have a way to protect our card for one stance. But other than that, this is not that good of a hand, to be honest. We could pitch the Doriado, depending on what we draw. Okay, that's not terrible to see, honestly, because Tiger Mongu can actually like do some work here, especially with the Mask of Brutality. That's a good card in itself too, though. Actually, we can pitch the Dark Grepher. Let's go first do this. Let's Tiger Mongu. We can destroy it right now, actually. Pitch the Vishudo, or the Vishuda. We have 2 level 4, so we can go into Dugaris if we wanted to. We could just give Mask of Brutality to our card here, though, which is what we're gonna do. It's the only way we're gonna be able to like protect it, right? Other than with like Runic Slumber. So we'll go into attack. We'll do some damage directly. Probably not worth pitching that Doriado, but It has to be banished. I honestly thought Chaos Switch would work in the graveyard. We'll end up setting our Runic Slumber, and that at least will protect our card for one turn. Because this is the only thing we have. Like, if they are playing the structure deck or something, or they have Blue Eyes ain't gonna do nothing for them. Since Mongo would be stronger, yeah, we'll take 1,000 damage, but our hand was just not that good to begin with. I don't know what that is. Okay, that works for us. We don't lose a battle phase, and we can continuously keep going. Okay, that's really good to see. Yeah, let's take the 1,000. Yep. Let's go ahead and just attack straight into it. We're gonna end the duel right here, actually. Meteorus. And let's just end this really quick. Even though we kind of misplayed, let's just go ahead and like finish this guy off and open a master pack, guys, because we've been doing nothing but meta decks, and it's been a little bit brutal here of a climb, but that was a well-deserved pack. Easy sweep. Let's see if we get any legacy tickets out of this. One legacy ticket. Lord knows we need it, so let's go open them. All right, and we're here, guys. Let's open this ticket. All right, we definitely need some good stuff, because all of these packs have been pretty lackluster, to be honest. Okay, so we don't see an SR in here, but it doesn't mean there isn't one. Another fusion monster that we just can't get into. Like, come on, we need to get one fusion card. Not necessarily, that's not a good card. More alien counter stuff. Okay, Winterbell. It's not a terrible card, to be honest. Would have to commit some wind monsters, which we don't have many of, but we can go into, you know, 7 stars pretty easily. It's an overall pretty good card, though. Kokimeru Sea Panther. So this is not a terrible card. I'll have to see if we have the Iron Core Kokimeru, but it's a good card overall for like our water deck that is almost actually complete. Gishki Aquamirror. Wow, an actual card, an actual ritual summon card. I'm not sure if we have any ritual monsters for, but that's a pretty good card, honestly, for our water deck, right? Watmole. Okay, this one can attack twice during each battle phase, and yeah, probably a little bit too specific for what we want. Warrock Orpus. We actually have some Warrock cards. It's overall not a bad card. I gotta go see what we have in terms of like Warrock, but overall this was a pretty decent pack, I must say. Let's go open that legacy ticket, though. All right, just one. It's just one ticket, so I'm not expecting too much out of it. Twin-headed beast, pretty bad for its level, and another Performapal card. Okay, so this is actually pretty good, though. Yeah, we can actually use this to cheat out some fusion cards. It's only for dragon type fusions, but I'm gonna take a look. We might actually put this in the deck just so we can put it on the well, it had to obviously like be tributed, because I don't think we can special summon it, but regardless, it's honestly a pretty good effect. So yeah, let's go take a quick look at our deck. If there's nothing we can really change, then we'll go on to straight to the next duel. All right, guys, so I was messing around here with our water deck that we've been building in the background, and this is what I ended up coming up with. Have obviously similar cards from the, like, you know, from our regular Masochist deck, including like the Matsuraru package, Meteorus, and the Divine Serpent. Only one Doriado, because I don't see really the need for too many of them, for the simple fact that we're going to be searching out basically just, you know, the same cards at all times, and I really don't want to see this card in my hand like that. We might bump it up to 2 at the very most, but like I think 1 is fine. We do have a little bit of removal and an actual way to like use our Gishki ritual spell by actually summoning the Soul Ogre. I ended up adding though 2 bricks, which are really the only Gishki cards worth that we actually have. As you guys can see, we have the reliever, but I don't think it's worth it, and since this is a 4-star, it'd probably be better to have this like in our hand. Yeah, it can't be special summoned, it is a spirit, but I mean, it would be the only way for us to actually use this effect. So we're gonna try it out. If it doesn't work, then we'll go back to our regular Masochist deck and, you know, build this up in the background. We only have one form of Yumi in Sea Stealth 2, so it's the only card that we have. We can actually special summon from our hand or graveyard a card that mentions Umi, which we do have quite a few here in the deck. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I feel pretty good about this deck. We have a pretty decent like extra deck for it. Like I said, we've been building quite a bit of cards recently for it. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it out. If it doesn't work out, like I said, we'll go back to the other one. If not, let's see how this one performs. And we're back, guys. Hopefully we aren't playing Kashtira because we are going second. The card sleeves could be telling. They maybe not. Maybe. Who knows? I will say that we are playing our water deck now, so it's going to be a little bit different here. I don't really know the combo lines, if there is any, like, of this deck, but regardless, we're probably going to floodgate them, right? Okay, so Lair of Darkness is actually terrible. That shouldn't be an issue, but kind of sucks because they just set 3 and 1 face down, right? So we could... Okay, we could summon the Mermail and then we can go from there. It's not terrible overall, though. I guess we can summon the Yugioh and then see where we go from there, or we can place this and then we could probably see where we combo off from there. Probably not the best decision, though, is to toss that, though. I don't know. This would be good for recycling. This would probably be good right now just to set things off. So let's just go with Yugioh. So they can't do any. Okay, so I guess they could tribute us, though. All right, well, that works too. Well, we'll set 1 face down and end our turn, right? That, at least at the very least, gets one of their back rows like out of play right now, at least for right now. Sucks that we got Solemn Warning, though, right off the rip, and we don't really have a hand that can do much. We might have to just set the Gallum and honestly pass, because going into a like a synchro play right now is probably not the best option. We could go into Riser, but they could just tribute, obviously, if it came down to it. This is kind of a dead card in our hand right now. That's unfortunate as it is. It's true. I mean, the very least we'll get to use this, right? So let's go ahead and set this. This is better than setting the Jirak, honestly, because it'll floodgate them, and yeah, we'll pass. Playing this Lair of Darkness stuff, I remember we played it once very early into the series, and I don't really remember too much from that, though. So I guess I haven't learned anything from that first time. I know they contribute our cards, though, so we have to find a way to actually remove this card. And I don't really know if we have anything in our deck other than Galaxy Cyclone. I think we may have removed the Magical Hound. I'm not 100% sure if it's still in the deck. But yeah, okay. Well, this is it's not a terrible state. Although, like I said, their face down cards are, you know, have me a little cautious of what we can do. Well, we have to start doing something. So let's normal summon. No, we don't want to destroy everything on the field. Okay, Imperm. That's actually perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll eat that. It's not like we were going to use the effect anyways. We can't even use it, so let's just go ahead and swing. See what they have. Oh my god. Yeah, there's really nothing we can really do here. We're just kind of... It's unfortunate that the first time we use this new deck, we're playing against this, like, stall type of deck, right? It's like some variation of stun or something. Now, they are going to get our card back, or our card on their side of the field, so would hate to, like, use Smashing Ground on it, but... Alright, you know, that's fine. Hopefully they attack into our card, and, oh, gosh. Well, they can grab, obviously, our Yugioh. This is a very weird deck, guys, we're playing. Like, we're up against. And I'm honestly gonna let them attack. Unless they reveal something else here that like, is worrying. But here, we have 1800 defense, so we're good, right? And from right on out, we're gonna be able to floodgate them, so... What is Mermail's? Okay, so that actually would be destroyed. At least we'll be able to use the Panther Shark, but this doesn't really get us anywhere, to be completely honest, because it's only 1100. Okay, so I have a couple options. Panther Shark, I can honestly set this and we have more of a defensive wall, although it doesn't obviously help us because its attack is pretty low, right? Or we can summon the Drak, which has a little bit of a higher attack and an effect. I think we might as well summon the Drak. We're just gonna go straight for the swing on their side beast. We'll set one face down and we'll end our turn. Hopefully we end up drawing into our Gishki ritual card. It's gonna be a little bit difficult since it's a one of on each end, and they do get our monster back, which that sucks. But we're not gonna use Torrential Tribute just yet, right? I don't feel like it's right to just use the Torrential Tribute right off the rip like that. They can obviously destroy our Drak, and then they would have to discard a card to negate its effect, but I mean, right now we're neither in a good or a bad position for the simple fact that, just like I said, our cards are not, well, our strong cards are facing us right now on the other side of the field, which is a shame. They've turned against us, honestly. As long as they don't use Lair of Darkness and we keep them floodgated with Tetsudo, we're gonna be, I think, okay. Like I said, we have Torrential Tribute. We do have Utopian Aura if they end up outing it and somehow going into a stronger monster. Smashing Ground. But other than that, okay, well, that's what we were waiting for, right? Not like that, though, honestly. Probably gonna have to force it out just so we can use Smashing Ground against it. I think so. I think we're actually gonna have to, yeah, force it out. Then we just Smashing Ground. Oh, wow. Okay. I wonder if it's worth using now. We'll save it. For the simple fact that we actually have some plays, right? If we had Meteorus, we'd have a way to actually turbo out into the Masuraru, but we don't actually have a way to get to that just yet. We do have Panther Shark, though. And it can actually punch over their cards, so we're gonna go ahead and do that really quick. Let's destroy one of their tokens, and let's see what this is right here. Okay, that's perfectly fine because we're actually just gonna snipe it. Probably not the right position. If that was an imperm, we would have just walked into it right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay. Goes into attack, but maybe they're doing something that I don't get. Okay. That's pretty good for us, right? Unless they end up comboing off from here, but we're in a good position now, at least. I think we are, maybe? I don't know. We're gonna find out here, though. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have anything else that they can combo off from. Don't have a second fish, though, which kind of sucks. We do have Utopian Aura, though. We do have Torrential Tribute, so we have two ways to protect our cards. One face down, and I'm not sure if I can honestly punch over it. Hopefully we draw into something decent, right? Alright. Heart of the cards. Enemy Controller, actually. It only works, though. It only works if it were face up. Like, this is something we could use, obviously, face down, but... yeah, we're just gonna have to risk it here and just see what it is. Oh, of course it would be something like Ash. Okay, although Ash is something we can use. We can go... I don't think we should, though, honestly. We could Tribute, grab the Ash. We'll have an 8-star or... probably not worth using, honestly. Yeah, we're just gonna set this to defense position. Let's set one face down. Yeah, let's end our turn. I don't want to overcommit and get too excited and then we play into something. And, you know, obviously this starts going downhill really quick for us because our recovery, especially it being a new deck that we're trying out, our recovery, we have no idea really how good it is. We would be able to at least recover with, you know, our Goaty card if Panther Shark somehow gets outed, which is fine if it does. Okay, that sucks. Honestly feel like we should wait. They can't honestly do anything about it. Although they can go into a, like, you know, a 7-star synchro. But personally, I think we wait. Unless this has an effect if it's banished. Honestly, probably worth doing. Because I forget that the goatees actually, like, have play with when they're banished and all that stuff. So, destroy it. Go ahead and grab it. It's now ours. We banish our fish. Fish gets banished. Summon the rice heart. No, the rice heart to our side of the field. Grab the fish. Banish the fish. We actually have a way to make some plays here, guys. Surprisingly enough. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, that's fine. Although if they don't play anything else from here, we actually have them gamed. Because we can't special summon, but we could tribute summon, which is what I was going to do with their card, but yeah, okay. We're actually in... I think we've actually won this. Yeah, that's fine. Because we'll end up taking Ash anyways right now. Duelyst, though. Crazy, even if when we have one of it, we still get to see it. They have some interaction, though, which is kind of crazy. For that, I feel like we should get Duelyst out. Duelyst. Let's go ahead and... Okay, so the only way I see this actually being doable is if... Honestly, if we just put this in attack. Switch everything to attack and just go for game. I feel like that's the best and safest play rather than try to like synchro summon and all that. And we could just end them with their own card, right? There we go. All right, well, that was a quick dub with our new deck. Obviously, it didn't completely show like its full potential, but I just want to try some new stuff, guys. Like, we have a bunch of new cards, and I feel like we should honestly play as many as we can. We're now into silver rank, so that was a rank up game, and we're gonna be, you know, tipping here into gold, and from there we're gonna try to climb into platinum, especially since it's like the beginning of the new season. So, one legacy ticket, one master pack. Let's go open those. All right, guys, the one master pack. Let's go see what's underneath here. What lies before us? Noble Knight, Custonin. Yeah, I don't think we have enough Noble Knights to even use something like this. But overall, it's not a terrible card if we can get more of the archetype, right? It's not necessarily a good card, honestly. The Lady in White. So this is for like the Skull Servant archetype, which we don't have enough for to even consider using this. It does have high defense though, so maybe we'll end up seeing. I'll have to take a look in the deck. Mimic Hat is not something we can use, unfortunately, because we don't own Toon World or any Toon monsters. So Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise though is a good card. If we can end up getting like the Rainbow Bridge, and if we end up getting like obviously a whole bunch of like the good field spells, maybe something we can take in account, but overall probably not. I don't know if we have any ritual beasts, any Beast Warrior ritual monsters, but if we do, I'll take a look. I honestly don't think, because I think we're limited to what we actually like have in terms of ritual. It's mostly like zombie stuff. So Fire Formation Dome is not terrible for like if we get more link stuff, maybe we can use this card. Overall, it's not a bad card, and another Cyber Dragon card. So we're actually getting a lot of this like archetype, to be honest, and we haven't got the one that you could special summon, the regular Cyber Dragon, but this is a good card nonetheless. Yeah, it's a good card overall, and it's a decent pack, I must say. Let's go open that legacy ticket, though. All right, one legacy ticket. And it's glowing as well, so hopefully it actually comes into play, because last time it hasn't. The Dedrick is terrible, and Larva Moth. Yeah, also not good. Overall, we've been just getting just terrible packs, so it's just been a climbing episode, but hey, it is what it is, right? It's the name of the game. Let's go right back into dueling, guys. And we're back, guys. We lost the coin flip. Our opponent is going first, and our hand is a hand. At the very least, it's a hand, though, right? Oh gosh, it's Sword Soul. If they're able to combo off, we don't really have a way to kind of stop them whatsoever. So yeah, this is gonna be bad, honestly. Xiao. Yeah, it's not like we can interrupt him, so I don't really think we have much for this. Evenly would help us a lot. Obviously, Utopian Aura, but if they just go into like a Barone play, I'm scooping. I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys watch all this. Okay, yeah. We're gonna wait and see what they do, right? If they end up summoning Barone, Well, it is what it is. Yeah, exactly what I thought it was going to be, a Barone. So, yeah, we're not going to sit through this. On to the next one. And we're back. So, same thing as last one. Our opponent won the coin toss. They decided they're going to go first. We have now, I think it's an alright hand, right? Like I said, this is a new deck we're trying out, so I'm not 100% sure how it exactly will perform, especially since we have to learn all these new cards and how they work and all that. Although guys, if you guys want to leave any comments on like how, like, you know, suggestions on what we need to add, or like maybe what cards I should run, feel free to. I honestly have no problem with that. That would actually help me quite a bit, because I know you guys are a bit more experienced than I am, right? So yeah, no, don't feel, you know, like you guys, you don't have to, like, hey, if you guys give me support, I have no problem with obviously taking it. Let me know, please. All right, so we're just gonna go and attack. Obviously, they put it in attack position. It doesn't have anything that we like are too afraid of so far. One face down, and in our turn, enemy controller is honestly so like clutch. I feel like most times it definitely like comes into play, and it ends up winning us the duel. So like this is probably a card that I wish I could have, like at least another copy would be nice, right? We drew obviously our like ritual monster that I wish we would have had when we have the actual ritual card. Right now we can actually go into it if we need to. Ooh, this is a good card actually. Honestly, probably worth summoning, right? This is great because we could take control of it. It can attack, but we can also use it to, like, if we need to go into Matsuraru or something. I think we are going to set up the... See, I think it's fine. We'll set up the Dragon Lady. The Dragon Maid. Go ahead and use this effect. Mill our deck a little bit. Okay. Jellyfish is actually a good card. I wish we had a way to get to Yumi, though, so... that we could actually like take advantage of some of the way this archetype's supposed to work. But overall, it's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Sucks that we actually got the Smashing Ground in the graveyard. But I mean, it is what it is, right? As long as they don't commit to something too crazy, we kind of have them on the clock here. At least in the next couple turns, we should be able to beat them. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna wait until they attack. Or not. This might even be a bot, guys, honestly. But, I mean, at this point, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? We take what we can. So, we could use the Tyrant Dragon, though. Contribute over our cards and just go from there. But honestly, probably just end up just taking their card, because this at least will guarantee us victory here. And we'll just summon, honestly, the Jirak, and let's just go claim that Master Pack. And one more Mink, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So that was an easy one. You know, like I said, our opponent could have been a bot, but we end up taking these victories and we count them. So we're gonna see how many legacy tickets we got out of this. 2 legacy tickets and a master pack. You know what's the next thing we gotta do. All right, let's open this pack. I'm honestly not expecting anything this time. I'm just not. It's just been bad packs overall. Probably the worst we've ever had, especially considering the last episode we had nothing but fire packs. I don't know if we have any appliancer cards, so we might not be able to use that. Short Circuit. We don't have Batteryman cards like that. We are starting to get a little bit more of this vampire archetype, though, so maybe we might play something like this. The effects aren't too bad, though, to be honest, so yeah. Molten Escape, though, is not a terrible card. We do have some reptile monsters, especially like Divine Serpent, but I don't know if this is worth... Well, it might be actually worth playing just so we can actually keep it on the field. I'll give it some thought, and then we'll see, right? All right, I don't know if we have Gem Knight Fusion, but this is technically our first fusion spell, but it's actually a trap. Like, they're just trolling us at this point. I don't think we have UA cards. This is just a UA specific card, and we actually need to bounce one back. I'll take a look, though. But yeah, it's not a terrible card, I must say. Abyss script for Abyss actors we don't have. In the Despot 005. it's not a terrible card whatsoever, honestly, because of the simple fact that it can destroy a spell or trap, but we would have to tribute summon for it, so that effect on that part alone, it doesn't make it worth it. So probably not. The only card really here that we might actually end up using is the Molten Escape. Maybe the Fragment Fusion if we ever end up pulling like Gem Knight Fusion cards, but overall, again, lackluster pack. All right, 2 legacy tickets. Let's crack open the first one. Yumruka. This is a field spell. It's not Yumi though, so I don't know if they would consider it Yumi or not, but yeah, it is a field spell we might throw in there. Absolute Crusader. Honestly, not a terrible card, to be honest, but you would have to tribute it, so it's not a terrible card though. Maybe. But probably not. It'd probably be a waste if we honestly throw it in there. Draconic Knight. This is honestly a pretty good card. It actually really is, because of the simple fact that, you know, a lot of cards destroy, especially something like Unchained. So yeah, honestly, not a terrible card. Maybe something we might consider playing. An Adhesive Explosive. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. It's not a terrible card whatsoever, although I don't know if it's something we'll wait and see, right? It's a wind, it's a machine. It's got a pretty good effect, but yeah, it's got to be attacked and all that, so that probably makes it a little bit too slow for us to play. Overall though, it's a decent pack, honestly, I must say. The legacy tickets were actually better than the master pack. But let's get right back to the duels. And we're back, guys. So both of us are on a rank up game here. Whoever wins will go into gold. Our opponent won the coin toss. They decided they're going to go first. We have some form of removal, a little bit at least, but nothing really crazy, unfortunately. One face down though. I mean, we can't do much here other than probably find out what it is, right? We have Divine Serpent though. That's a fantastic pull right there. I mean, a fantastic draw. Only problem is that will we actually be able to really use it like that? Okay, what is this? Wow, that's a card I've never seen in tier limits ever in my life. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because if it's tier limits, we are in a dicey position, guys. Not sure what type of like non-target removal they have, but this doesn't make it for a good situation, I will say. We can place one face down, but I feel like we're just going to go and swing and see what they have. Yeah, we're just going to go swing and see what they have. Might be a tier limits, like face down. Okay, or yeah, I've seen this card in their deck, so at the very least, we could Smashing Ground it. I don't know. We're gonna wait. I'm actually just gonna put one face down and end our turn. We could take control of it though next turn, and then we can go from there. Yeah, I think we can take control of it for the next turn and see where we go from there, but that's if depends on honestly, like how, yeah, they combo off on us here. That's fine. Well, they honestly didn't. Milling the field spell is big. Obviously, the Performing Mage is also big. They can go into Time Thief now. We're in a bad position. Yeah, here comes Time Thief. Although right now we just have to, I feel like. It probably would be best, so let's just Torrential it. They can't use the effect just yet. Okay, that's better than nothing, right? We get to use our Divine Serpent, or is that only if our opponent destroys? Yeah, okay, so it has to be destroyed by them, so we can't use Divine Serpent, but at the very least, we'll be able to use the Penguin Torpedo, and then see what we do from there. Maybe I might have misplayed, though, by being a little bit too, you know, being a little bit too trigger happy here with the Torrential. We'll have to wait and see, but I feel like maybe I might have, honestly, kind of just played myself. Jet Synchron comes out. It's very hard to like keep up with some of these competitive decks, right? I mean, at the very least though, Next turn we have maybe Divine Serpent. Depending also what we draw, we might be in a okay-ish position. But our opponent can just recover, and you know, the recovery power of Tier Elements is insane. Okay, so that's a level 5 synchro here. But I don't know if they have anything like that. Who knows, right? They're playing already a very wacky deck. What in the hell is this? Okay, so they can actually go into what? Kikalos? Oh, Mud Dragon. Not what I was expecting to see out of that. Okay, they're gonna attack us. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what is our draw gonna be? Not terrible. The only fact is that we can't use the Aqua Mirror because it has to be exactly 8 stars. Well, we can attack them directly, take over one of their cards, and then destroy their other, which is what I think we are going to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We don't really have plays like that anyway, so... Okay, that sucks, so we're probably just going to have to destroy it. Honestly, with Smashing Ground was not what I wanted to do originally, but it's kind of what they forced me to do, right? So we attack them directly, go ahead and take over their Paleozoic. Okay, I forgot that monster effects don't work on this, right? Well, that's a bummer. We kind of walked in and that was a misplay on my part. I completely forget the Paleozoic stuff is unaffected by monster effects. Probably wasn't even the right play. Definitely wasn't the right play. I mean, we could have just set it face down and then proceeded from there. We're just going to have to draw something pretty decent here because 1200 isn't too terrifying. But, like, it only takes one single card for them to start comboing off on us. Obviously, we finally have our ritual and we have no way to actually bring it out. Jellyfish is a good card, though. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's honestly a pretty crazy card. I've never seen this card used in Tier Elements, and now they're just going to be able to combo off, right? So they pretty much can go full combo here on us. We don't have a real way to... We have, like I said, Divine Serpent, so Kalos will still allow them to go in like Rukalos and all that stuff. But the problem is that we won't be able to special summon if they go into Rukalos. I hope they go into the other one, Kaleido Heart, and then we could potentially have some sort of play, but yeah, we're kind of screwed on this one, honestly. At least they whiffed their draws, right? I mean, their mills. So let's go ahead and set up the jellyfish. Yeah, they're just going to dump Kikalos into the graveyard. We're not going to be using its effects anyway, so... But this will allow them to mill 5 cards, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. And they milled Sharon... Rhino Heart, but they didn't use any of it. Okay, that's kind of strange. I'm a little confused on what just happened here. It's a weird deck, though, I must say. Okay, we're just gonna go for the attack. I don't know what else they have. That gets banished. I guess we can just... Well, I mean, we don't really have any other option. We'll end our turn. Divine Serpent is in our hand, so that could come into play, but we are fighting our heart out, guys, in this duel. We are fighting with everything to try to win this. Okay, all right. We like to see that. Hopefully, we can draw into something that we can use the Gishki Mirror with. Okay, that's a good card if we were able to get it out. Unfortunately, we can't. I don't think it's worth honestly tributing over our Electric Jellyfish for it. So, yeah, we're just going to keep swinging into them and... Yeah, we have nothing else. I feel like we're just gonna wait. I wish it could just... It didn't say exact, like, levels. If it didn't say that, then we could obviously already have our Soul Ogre out. And it's a powerful card to do some damage. Okay. Well, we just need a few more turns of that, to be honest. Let's see what our next draw is. Okay. Spear Shark. Okay, that's not good. These guys are just milling their deck. Okay. There's a Rhino Heart. Okay, so they're going to special summon the Rhino Heart. Yep. Although we can get our Gishki out now. Let's go ahead and just attack over it. We do have Synchro plays though. But that's probably not worth going in. I mean, Exceed plays, but that's probably not worth going into. So let's go ahead and destroy their card. Meteorus comes out. And we can't do anything except attack them, but at least we have some cards here that we can play with, right? Let's go ahead and just use the Ritual spell. Actually Ritual Summon for the first time in our Masochist history. Get out the Soul Ogre. We don't have anything else we can do with it, but we have a way to basically end the game next turn. Oh, well, we'll be 50 life points away, so never mind. We're almost there though, right? We have Divine Serpent in case they actually end up doing something. But this is the weirdest tier limit deck I've ever played against. That's fine. I know they'll be able to, like, what? Put 3 cards in the top of their deck or something like that? Yeah, place them in any order. Okay, well, that's cool if we end up being able to, like, do something out of this one turn that we have now. So we gotta go. Like, we actually have to go. Alright, I actually think we have this. Unless they have a way to, like, stop our plays right here, I think we are set. Okay, looks like they do. Yeah, that's not enough, right? Medora would only shuffle them back, so I think we're in a good position. We're about to find out though, right? Okay. You guys have to admit this is the strangest tier limit deck, whatever, Paleozoic, like we've ever seen. I've ever seen at least. Let's go ahead and finish this duel here with our brand new Ritual, and that's that. We're gonna take a look at their deck. This was an odd one, honestly, but a dub's a dub, right? So I think this was our rank up though, guys. Yep, our rank up into gold. We're into gold now very early in the season, which allows us to now climb into platinum. And we get no actual legacy tickets, but we are going to Boulder Tortoise again. Gotta stop getting this card. This card is horrific. Let's go take a look at their deck really quick before we open that last master pack. It's exactly what we thought, guys. It's some sort of tier limit, Paleozoic, trap heavy, like mumbo jumbo, but I mean, they had plays they could make out of this. I think they were just trying some things out, or they just didn't know how it understood how exactly it worked. But regardless, a victory is a victory. So let's go open that pack. And since this is the last pack of the episode, guys, we're actually going to open the Cyber Dragon one, just because we've been getting a bunch of Cyber Dragon support. So I feel like it's only just that we open this one. So hopefully this one is pretty good, and it's a glowing one, better than whatever else we've been getting, right? We've been relying on the strength of our cards this entire time, and honestly, it's been a decently hard climb, I must say. A decently hard climb, especially because it's brand new in the season too. Shadal, Squamata, it's an alright card, honestly. It's pretty good for the simple fact that it's a flip destroy, and it's a low 4, but yeah, I don't have Shadal like that to really justify using it. A Yosinju card, which we're probably not going to use, honestly, because we would need another Yosinju card in our Pendulum, and I think this might be one of, if not the only one we have. So yeah, probably not a good card. We'll wait for the SR. We'll leave the SR for last. Lunalight Crimson Fox. Honestly, a good card, just for the simple fact that even if it's in the graveyard, banishing this card, I mean, but it had to target another Lunalight. But overall, it's a pretty good card, I must say. Cyber Dark Impact. Wow. We don't have any one of those, but regardless, it is a fusion spell. Cyber Network, something we can't really use. Super Strident Blaze can only be equipped to a machine fusion monster. That's an all-right card, honestly. If we end up getting anything, we already have this one, so not something we can use. And let's see what this SR is. Simorg of Darkness. So it's actually a pretty good card, especially for like the dark and like wind attributes, but the simple fact that it needs like 2 tributes makes it a little bit difficult of a card to play. Overall, yeah, just terrible packs left and right, honestly. It's an alright. You guys tell me, right? Let me know if you guys think the packs were pretty miss or some of them were hit, but overall I feel like they weren't. And I don't think we had any legacy tickets, so I'm gonna take a quick look, but if we don't, then we'll just wrap things up. And with that, that's the final bit of this episode. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the support you guys always show to the channel. Make sure you guys stay on top of it by like, comment, and subscribing. Definitely hit that notification bell button because I've been uploading a lot more constantly. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it because I've been having a blast playing Masochist. And until the next one, guys, peace.